Today we're creating a new artificial reef in between the twin span fishing piers. We're going to have some opportunity for our shore-based anglers to enjoy the same kind of fishing that we do out on our boats with these artificial reefs. So this is going to be a great benefit for the people in this area. They can come up by land, get on the pier, and have some world-class fishing right here in Lake Pontchartrain.
How did this project come about?
This is part of our ongoing reefing project. This is in fact the 12th in the series of reefs that we've built all across the coastline of Louisiana. And this was just a no-brainer for us to do something in association with the St. Tammany Fishing Pier. It's such a great opportunity to reach a wide group of people that don't have access from boats. They come out to the pier, park your car, walk out on it, enjoy some great fishing. So that's what we're here doing today, working on this habitat enhancement here for the St. Tammany Fishing Pier. This is the third reef built with rubble from the old I-twin bridge that was severely damaged during Katrina. The first two reefs are out in the middle of the lake between the Highway 11 and I-10 bridges, and they're marked by lighted buoys, so they're easily detectable out there for the boating public. But this is the last bit of concrete from the I-10 bridge, and we're happy to have it here and put it to good use for the marine environment, an ecologically sound use of this material, recycling it and putting it back for the fisheries.
It's the culmination of a couple years of planning, and when we realized that the pier was going to be built using the old bridges, we immediately thought that the areas underneath the pier would be a great place for a reef. And of course we had the material to build the reef from the old bridges as well. So we worked with the parish, we worked with Wildlife and Fisheries and the governor's office to come up with this concept through CCA, and today it becomes reality.
How do the fish react to artificial reefs?
Well, so far around the state, they certainly have seemed to take a liking to them. Across the state, we've now built, this will be our 12th reef we've built around the state, the 5th one using recycled material, and everywhere we've built them, the fish have showed up not too long afterwards. So if history is any indication, we expect there'll be fish holding on this reef underneath the pier very soon.
The sport of fishing seems to be growing in Louisiana.
There are 450,000 registered saltwater anglers in Louisiana, and this pier in particular gives those anglers who may not have access to a boat every day a great place to fish. Of course, the fish under the pier should be a great attractant for fishermen across the state to come and enjoy the fruits of this pier.
We started talking about 2 or 3 years ago. We finally got everything completed last year. And when it opened up, we had a fishing tournament there, and we gave all the little kids around here 200 rods and reels. They were all rigged and ready to go. It was quite a deal. We had about probably 500 or 600 people there at the pier that day. So it's really a nice deal for everybody.
What kind of response have you had since the fishing pier is open?
Oh, it's been tremendous. You know, people call me all the time wondering if they get bait there, if they can get tackle there, if they're catching any fish. It's really a nice deal for people who don't have boats. I've heard of people coming from as far as Metairie, people as far as Picayune, Mississippi, Gulfport. It's just a great thing to do when you have kids and need something to do for the day.
We're the Coastal Conservation Association of Louisiana. We're 16,000 members strong all across the state of Louisiana, and we're dedicated to preserving and enhancing the marine resources for future generations. This habitat initiative has been going on for over 10 years now, and we're going to keep it going into the future because we think it's a great part of what we do in CCA. We're also advocates for fishery rules and legislation, but we're really focusing on habitat projects for the future and looking forward to a lot more projects coming up for our members.
What goes through your mind when you take a look at the construction out here on the water?
It's always great to see. It's big machinery, lots of things happening, barges, tugs, excavators, cranes. It's just great to go out and see one of these projects come to fruition. It's about 2 years of work to get it to this point, through the permitting, planning, you know, fundraising, contracting, and the whole stage. So it's very rewarding to come out and see the final project hit the water.
Our job is to conserve Louisiana's marine resources, and we do that in a number of ways through our political advocacy work. We do it through our outreach programs. We do it by reaching out to youth groups and kids, and we do it, obviously, like today, through our increasingly growing habitat program, through reef building, marsh projects, crab trap programs, and things like that. So we're out here every day working to conserve and protect our coastal marine resources.
What goes through your mind as you take a look at the work that's under construction today?
Well, it's just really cool to see something like a Katrina damaged structure be able to be reborn, just like we did in the Buras High School Reef, just like we did with the Dudley Reef here in Lake Pontchartrain, the South Shore Reef here in Lake Pontchartrain. To see another example of using the damage from Katrina to turn something good out of a bad situation is really gratifying.
Who is involved in this entire project?
Of course, CCA is the lead agency here, and we've done all the work, and our volunteers have done an incredible job putting together this project and working with all of our partners, but it would not be possible without the great partnership in our building conservation program from Shell Oil, who has partnered with us on several of these reefs now. Of course, the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, who makes a grant to CCA to do for half the money. And then you got the Candies family, who are regular contributors to our reef program, and the St. Tammany Parish government, along with Bertucci Contractors, who helped us out with this one.
We're standing on a barge in the middle of Lake Pontchartrain. What goes through your mind as you see this work actually going on?
A lot of hard work took us to get to this point. We're just glad to be out here and witness the construction. We're happy for the project, happy for what's going on, and we're going to be glad when the anglers on the pier, I'll be fishing up here, catching some nice speckled trout and redfish.
How many pounds of material is the crane moving?
We're going to put out a total of 5,000 tons of material here, spread out along this 1,500-foot pier.
It's the result of a lot of hard work, a lot of long hours in planning, and certainly it makes you feel good to see so many good partners come together for a positive outcome like this.
5,000 to 6,000 tons of concrete rubble is going to be deployed on this project. They're going to create pads 50 feet wide and 100 feet long with breaks in between them through the whole length of this 1,500-foot fishing pier structure. So that'll give a varied topography on the bottom. It'll create channels for the water current to accumulate. And it's going to be great for the shore-based anglers.
Being a parent of 3 young children myself, I think there's no better way to get kids acclimated to the outdoors than to take them fishing. Louisiana is the best place in the country to do it. Of course, there's always some action going on. You could always catch trout, redfish, or other species that keep the kids engaged. But we've got to take the opportunity to teach our kids that there's more to life than video games and television, that we've got an incredible outdoors for them to take part in and to be good stewards of that resource so that they can pass that on for generations to come.
What's your reaction to this entire project?
Fantastic. We're just so happy to be able to take this project in a new direction to help these shore-based anglers, and we're very excited about that. And we just hope everybody enjoys it and comes out and uses this pier and uses this reef. CCALouisiana.com is our website. Please visit for information on our organization and our projects. There's a complete listing of all of our reefs. There's a tab on there for our habitat project. So please visit CCALouisiana.com and take somebody fishing.